everyone, my name is Igor, and today I want to talk to you about 501c3, a non-profit organization. So a couple of days ago we talked about pay to play, and most of the regional small local clubs, most of them are pay to play, are 501c3 non-profit. So, and I would like to make some reflections about it and share with you guys here. So 501c3 non-profit soccer organization is very usual. Most of the clubs have this status, and I would like to share some data in the internet, so try to understand a little bit about this. We have here 990 and 990 easy 990 5,000, 5,000, 200,000, 200,000, not exceeding 500,000. So these are some options about 501c3, the soccer clubs, the non-profit soccer clubs you have here in the United States. Here we have a very interesting website, American Youth Soccer Organization. So it's a well-known website, soccer club. Excuse me. And they talk here about they call six philosophies. So everyone plays, balanced teams, open registration, positive coaching, good sponsorship, and player development. So that's the main point. Player development. We all know that the first 10 years of age, on average, the kids are playing small clubs. We saw before thousands and thousands of small clubs in the United States, and kids inside the golden age, they are playing these clubs, no profit. They are 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, 11 years old, and they want to develop. Most of them will not become professional players, but they want to improve, they want to learn, they want to develop. And the point is, how can we make sure they learn, they develop, but they have a positive coaching, they have a good sportsmanship. It's kind of, development needs hard work. Improvement needs hard work. So the problem is, they are kids, they want to have fun, but the country, you have the US men's national team. People are getting older, so new players are coming, but how they are coming, which level, So every 4 years you have a World Cup. So 2026 is going to be United States. 2030, 2034, you have new players coming. So it's like a factory, it's a process. So how these kids, how are they training now? And in 10 years, they will be few of them or some of them will be professional players. But the job must be done now. So that's the point for me in terms of the balance. To figure out how to do that. Philosophy is everything is nice, having fun, but you gotta produce new players, world class, high level, to play for the national team. We have here 501c3 organization. Is not a law, by my understanding. It's a section in the IRS, in relation to tax. And I read about this here, and the information seems to be about this in terms of taxes. Religion, 501c3 charitable purpose, scientific, literally, educational, sports here. So I believe the soccer clubs in the United States, they come in here. Amateur sports. So that's the point for 501c3. But I have one, I wonder how to strike the right balance here. Because let's take a look on this here. Let's say you have a club, 500 kids, pretty usual in the United States. Lots of clubs have 500 kids. Many clubs have 700, 1,000 kids. So let's say 15-20% are very, very good and outliers. You can see here. So we have about 20% of these kids, they are very, very good. Very, very, very good. 80% is 40 naive, 40% is okay. So those two hardly will become professional soccer players. But let's talk about those guys here. 20%. Okay, 20%. The coaches, the parents, everybody look and say, wow, this kid is good. He has talent. He has very good skills. So in this club, 500 kids. These kids, they need something else, in my opinion. They cannot practice the same way these guys and these guys. They need something else. They cannot practice 3 days a week. They cannot practice 6-7 hours a week. They have to find and figure out something else, because researchers say that is about 13, 14, 15 hours a week. It's not my opinion. It's about the numbers that people do the research and they figure out those numbers. So if the numbers tell us that it's about 13, 14, 15 hours a week, these kids cannot stay in the club doing the same thing that those kids here. And I think that's the big challenge. And then you're gonna tell me, yeah, but how can we do this? We need more money. We need more hours. We need more coaching. We need more. That's the point. If you're, as a club, you have only one unique revenue, and this revenue means parents paying to play, we cannot do that. So in my opinion, and I want to share with you my reflection, my opinion. If you want something different, if you want something else, you have to figure out a way for these kids here practice at least 12, 13, 14, 15 hours a week. So these numbers will be very close to South American and African kids. You know, the culture there helps because they play outside normally. So that's my opinion, that's my view. And the only way to have more coaching, more time, more facilities, more things happening here for these guys here, you need a second source of revenue. So maybe one option could be a small percent, 5, 6, I don't know. Once you produce someone that becomes pro, you have something from that, and then you start to have a second source of revenue. Or maybe US Soccer could do something. Why not? Why not? But that's the only way I see the very good and the outliers having more hours per week, because they need, they have the talent, but they need the stimulation. So if they are different, if they have a special talent, it's very simple. If you go to YouTube and looking for information about Kobe Bryant, about Tom Brady, they tell. When I was a kid, training, trying my best, working really hard, energy, commitment. So I think it's that simple. More hours for this piece of the chart, and I think this way you can produce more and better, high-level, world-class soccer players. That's my opinion, my reflection. I would like to share, and if you have a different opinion, okay, send an email, write down your opinion, because that's the most important. Have your opinion, tell your opinion, and let's figure out, let's talk about it. Let's have a great conversation about this, because World Cup is coming, and after the World Cup's results, or whatever happens, what's gonna come, it will be, we don't produce, we have to change this, we have to change that, we need this, we need that. So World Cup is coming, and I think a few things must change. All right, thank you so much. I appreciate your attention, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you. Bye bye. See you.